Greetings, family. I must say a big thank you to all those who have been supporting the channel. Once more, I really give God thanks for this opportunity whereby we can share together. Yes, and for a few minutes, I just want to elaborate on the topic, the finished product. I believe that every one of us, whenever we think of making a purchase, we would often think about the product that we are going to spend our hard working money to buy. And we would have ensured that that which we are going to purchase of that which you desire, because it is not a easy thing to work and to have your money wasted on something that is not valuable. So, people like to check and take stock of what they are going to purchase. Yeah, ensure that it's worth the time and the effort and your hard working money. And so when God created us, God would have created us so special, so unique. There is nothing that God would have done that is unfinished. And this is what David says in the book of Psalm chapter 39:14. He says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. I want to say to somebody that you're not an ordinary person, very special. And there are some questions that we as human beings, all of us need to ask ourselves. Question one is, who am I? That speaks of self-identification. Do not be like another person. Understand this, that you don't have to be in a certain clique, so to speak, to be a person. You don't have to wear certain clothes, certain brand to feel like you have worth. So you need to ask yourself, who am I? It is very important to identify oneself. The second question is, where am I from? That would have speak of source, right? And this have nothing to do with your country or your ethnicity. Where are you from? Who am I? These are some very important questions that we need to ask ourselves. The third question, why am I here? And that would have speaks of purpose. And you know what? Purpose will lead you to know who you are, right? Purpose is very, very important for every single human being. Identify your purpose. Purpose will lead you to that path where it would have you to make the right choice. So purpose is very important. The fourth question is, what can I do? That speaks of your potential. What is my true power? Right? The ability that lies in you. Do not allow system, to dictate to your potential. Tell yourself that, hey, I am complete under God. I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. Very, very important to ask yourselves these questions, right? And so as we go forward by thinking this way, it will help us to become successful, right? So these are some questions that we need to ask ourselves on a daily basis whenever we are being challenged, you know, because God have invested time in every one of us. And I'm going to prove that to you in this discussion, right? The success of everything God created, right? It affects his reputation. And I want for us to remember that it influences his reputation. God's definition of success is different from man's definition. You are God's success, right? And the choice we make, it have an impact on our creator, right? God did not made us to be losers. We are overcomers through him. I want for us to get this, that every product a manufacturer made, he puts his name on it. And that speaks of symbol or image. And God have placed his label on us. That's why it is very important for us to be careful of the choices that we make in life, because it will have an impact on our creator. The last thing a manufacturer put on his product, that is image, as I've mentioned before. Why? Because it has been tested. It has been tested, right? I'm speaking of the finished product. It has gone through the weather. It have gone through the test of time. And when it goes out there, it represents what the manufacturer is thinking of his product. You have confidence that this product will have an impact on society. And that is what God think about you. Job chapter 23 verse 10, he said, but he knoweth the way that I take. When he had tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. God has tested him. He have been through that purification process. And so therefore we are to remember that God have entrusted his wisdom, his knowledge within us, right? And sent us as his representative. So therefore, do not think feeble, do not think weak. You know, we are more than conqueror through him that loved us. We are God's creation and God's design. We were created by God in his image and likeness, meaning that we bear certain characteristics or qualities that reflect God's nature. This belief is supported by the biblical account of creation in the book of Genesis. God said, let us make man in our image. I want somebody to understand this. It was not the beginning when God created you. God said to Jeremiah, before you were conceived, I know you. I already tested you and proven you. You're a finished product. So before you were created, right? Before you were conceived, the Lord saw you. You're already a finished product in the mind of God. God will allow purpose to lead you into a dangerous path. Paul was in shipwreck. And on the other hand, God will destroy a city to save you. Remember Paul and Silas in prison. And this is how God operates. Sometimes purpose will put you through some test. And it will have you to feel uncomfortable. But remember that you are a finished product and God's hands are upon you. What we are going through do not define us. It is the way we handle the test. It's the way we handle the situation. And finally, in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10, it says, but the God of all grace, who had called us unto his eternal glory by Jesus Christ, after that he have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. You are a finished product. Do not allow your environs or your situation to dictate to you. God saw you and he saw the potential that is in you. Train your mind to be positive. Train your mind to be that person who you desire to be under God. The Lord bless you. See you another time.